As we delve into the depths of the below-the-line section, it's essential that we meticulously explore every category, leaving no stone unturned in our quest to uncover opportunities for trimming excess and optimizing our resources. Let us begin at the summit, in the realm of the production staff. At first glance, it becomes evident that our office ensemble may be in need of some streamlining. A surplus of personnel can burden our budget, so it's time to make a bold decision. With careful consideration, we shall bid farewell to the assistant coordinator position, gracefully reallocating their duties to our talented office production assistant. We can trim down the prep time for the second AD from 3 weeks to a more concise 2 weeks. Furthermore, let's take a closer look at the preparation timeline for our location manager and their assistant. By deducting 1 week from their prep time, we can optimize their efforts while maintaining the essential groundwork required for securing the perfect filming locations. During the initial weeks of pre-production, the demand for financial management may not be as intensive. Therefore, we can confidently deduct 1 week from the assistant accountant's schedule. Considering the nature of early pre-production stages, where the workload for the office PA may not be as demanding, we can confidently deduct 1 week from their allocated pre-production time. By strategically trimming the prep time, we can tap into the dedication and enthusiasm of our crew members while still maintaining their financial well-being. This approach not only allows us to meet our budget goals but also fosters a sense of teamwork and commitment among the crew, as they channel their efforts into maximizing productivity during the adjusted prep period. Moving on to our set operations, let's begin by making a straightforward adjustment. We'll reduce the number of days we plan to use the crane on set from the original estimate to just 6 days. This means that we'll need to rethink and rework certain shots that were initially planned to involve the crane. To further optimize our budget, we have the opportunity to reduce our AC and heating allocation to $750. Our team's resilience and willingness to adapt will shine through as we find creative ways to ensure everyone's well-being during the production process. To further streamline our production operations, I have identified an opportunity to reduce the number of days we will utilize the strike crew from 10 to 6. We are relying on the expertise of our first assistant director AD to make necessary tweaks to the schedule. To optimize our budget and resources during principal photography, I have re-evaluated our need for a crane throughout the entire duration. After careful consideration, I have decided to schedule the crane for specific days that align with the presence of our skilled crane operator. Instead of renting the crane for a full 8 weeks as initially planned, we will allocate it for 6 days strategically spread out during our principal photography schedule. To optimize our budget in the grip department, I have reviewed the box rental fees for our key grip and best boy grip. After careful consideration, I have decided to adjust the rental fee from $150 per week to $100 per week. To ensure we have adequate resources for the grip department, I suggest increasing the allocation to $1,000 per week. To align our budget with our target numbers, we need to make adjustments in the set lighting department. Following the example set by the set operation department, we can reduce the number of days required for the strike crew to 6. I propose a revision to the weekly rate for the electrical package rental. To align with our target number, I suggest reducing the rate to $4,000 per week. To ensure consistency and optimize cost effectiveness, I propose reducing the box rental of the gaffer and the best boy to $100 per week. Let's also reduce the expendables allowances in our electrical department. We can change it to $1,400 per week. As we move forward to the wardrobe department, there are several areas where we can make adjustments to align our budget with our target numbers. Firstly, we will deduct 10 man days from the tailor seamsters category. In addition, we will cut $500 from both the cleaning and dyeing categories. Furthermore, we will reduce both the wardrobe rental and wardrobe purchases budgets by $2,500 each. This reduction will require us to be more resourceful and strategic in sourcing wardrobe items. To optimize our expenditure on wardrobe materials and supplies, we will cut $1,000 from the wardrobe materials and supplies category. Lastly, based on a review of my past insurance certificate, I have identified that our wardrobe deductibles for loss and damage should be set at $1,500. Moving on to the makeup department, we have identified areas where we can make adjustments to optimize our budget and streamline the crew team. Firstly, we will eliminate the assistant hairdresser position. That will trim the makeup and hair department down to a team of 3 crew members. This adjustment will help us optimize our labor costs while still maintaining the necessary expertise and skill set within the department. In terms of budgetary cuts, we will reduce the wigs category by $1,500. They can find other cost-effective solutions or alternatives without compromising the visual impact of the film. We will cut $500 from both the makeup and hairdressing rentals, as well as the makeup and hair purchases categories. This reduction will help us optimize our spending while still maintaining the necessary resources for makeup and hair styling on set. In consideration of the animals department, I have decided not to make any further cuts to the allocated budget. The current budget allocation for the animals department is already on the lower side, and reducing it further may compromise the well-being and quality of care provided to the animals involved in the production. Taking a sneak peek into our camera department, we've decided to play a little game of video assist, video goodbye. We're bidding farewell to the video assist position and passing those duties on to the second AC. With a camera operator, a first AC, and a second AC, our camera crew will become a lean, mean, clean camera machine. We'll be reducing the camera package rental fees by $500 per week. We will be adjusting the box rental fee for the first AC to $100 per week, aligning it with the fees for other positions. Lastly, we will be deducting $500 per week from the camera expendables budget section. After careful consideration, we've determined that a more prudent allocation of funds is necessary for our budget size. Moving on to the production design department, we will reduce the prep time for the art PA from 2 weeks to 1 week. Furthermore, considering that we have allocated $1,500 to cover deductibles in the set dressing department, we can eliminate the need for deductibles in the set design L&D, labor and delivery category. Ha ha ha. As you have observed, the budget cuts I have implemented so far have not compromised the quality of our project. However, it's important to note that each project is unique, and the specific trimming requirements may vary based on factors such as the genre of your film and your creative vision. It's crucial to assess your project's specific needs and allocate resources accordingly. While the adjustments I've made in this course serve as a general guideline, it's essential for you to tailor the trimming process to your project's requirements. This may involve redistributing the cuts across different areas or exploring alternative cost-saving measures. Remember, the objective of budget trimming is to ensure that your film remains financially viable and attractive to potential financiers. By carefully analyzing your project's needs and making informed decisions about where to allocate resources and where to make cuts, you can strike a balance between financial feasibility and artistic integrity. In our set construction category, we will implement a budget reduction of $2,500. This adjustment will help streamline our expenses while still maintaining the necessary resources for constructing one set. Moving on to the props department, we have identified areas where we can make adjustments to align with our budget goals. Firstly, we will reduce the assistant to the prop master's prep time by 1 week, and their wrap-up time to just half a week. Additionally, we will reduce $2,000 from both props rentals and props purchases to optimize our spending without compromising the overall quality. In the weapons rental category, we will further cut $1,000 from the allocated budget. Lastly, we will standardize the PropMaster's box rental fee to $100 per week, bringing it in line with the rest of the team. These measures will contribute to cost savings while still ensuring we have the necessary props and equipment for our production. The picture vehicle department will remain unaffected as it is already at an optimal budget level. No further adjustments or cuts are necessary in this department. All we need in the sound department is to make a budget adjustment by reducing the sound rental package from its current amount of $20,000 to $16,000. We will be making adjustments in our facilities department as well. Firstly, we will reduce our office rental fee to $600 per week. Additionally, we will trim our office supplies budget to $200, streamlining our expenses while still meeting our essential needs. Finally, we will cut our cellular phone allowances by 50%, allowing for savings without sacrificing necessary communication. In the mechanical special effects department, we will be making adjustments to further align with our target budget. Specifically, we will deduct $2,000 from both the rentals and purchases categories. In the location department, we will be implementing some adjustments to optimize our budget. Here are the changes we will be making. 1. Location scout expenses will be reduced by $500 to streamline our scouting process. 2. The rental fee for the restaurant location will be adjusted to $1,750 per week instead of the current $2,500. This change will allow us to shoot restaurant scenes during off hours when the establishment is closed, minimizing additional costs. 3. One weekend security officer will be eliminated since our set operation category already provides sufficient coverage in that area. 4. A correction has been made in the production police category. We will allocate $300 per day per officer for driving scenes, ensuring proper support and safety. 5. For driving scenes, we will not require a dedicated fireman. Therefore, we will deduct 9 days from the location fireman category. 6. In the catering staff, the cook's salary will be set at $250 per day, and the assistant cook's salary will be adjusted to $175 per day. 7. As our practical locations do not involve complicated scenes, we will allocate only $2,500 for loss and damage and prioritize attention on shooting days. In the transportation department, we will be making some adjustments to optimize our budget. First, we will address our production vehicles by reducing the Star trailer rate to $450 per week each, ensuring a more cost-effective solution. Additionally, we will deduct $1,000 from the Honey Wagon weekly rental fees and equalize the Grip truck rental fee to the electric truck rental fee at $500 per week. To streamline costs, we find that the van rental fee is higher than necessary and will reduce it to $200 per week. With the help of email and electronic communication, we can significantly cut down on shipping and postage expenses to $750. Furthermore, box rental fees for the transportation coordinator and transportation captain will be adjusted to $100 per week. These adjustments in the transportation department will optimize our budget without compromising a lot of the necessary resources for smooth production logistics. In our second unit department, we will be making some budget adjustments to ensure efficiency. We will deduct $5,000 from the total second unit expenses, allowing us to optimize our resources while maintaining the quality of work. Additionally, since we have already accounted for loss and damage expenses in the main unit, we can eliminate this expense in the second unit, resulting in further cost savings. These adjustments in the second unit department will contribute to a streamlined budget while still achieving our production goals. In the visual effects category, we will be reducing our computer-generated imagery budget from $25,000 to $20,000. In the below-the-line travel, we will be lowering the airfare ticket allowance to $1,000, ensuring we secure the best available rates for travel arrangements. Additionally, we will reduce the daily hotel accommodation rate to $150 per day, taking into account the possibility of utilizing alternative lodging options such as Airbnb. In the post-production phase, we will reduce the editing equipment rental fee to $750 per week in the editor category, ensuring we are optimizing our expenses without compromising on the quality of our post-production process. In the titles section, we will lower the front titles fee to $10,000, maintaining a visually appealing element while achieving some cost savings. The music fee will remain at $30,000, but we will deduct $5,000 from our post-production sound package, ensuring that we still have high-quality sound design while managing our budget effectively. Finally, we will lower the stock footage fee to $5,000, ensuring that we are utilizing cost-effective options for any necessary additional footage. It's important to note that all other areas in post-production will remain unchanged, allowing us to maintain the necessary resources and expertise to deliver a polished final product. Given our current situation, where the budget adjustments have been carefully made and limited options remain, we have two choices to consider. The first option is to lower the contingency fee to 9%. This would allow us to allocate more funds towards the production while still maintaining a safety net for unforeseen expenses. However, if the investor does not approve this adjustment, we will need to explore the second option, which involves adjusting the crew salaries. While this may not be ideal, it is a viable way to further reduce costs and bring the budget in line with our targets. As we analyze the crew salaries and their impact on our budget, it's important to make strategic adjustments while considering the contributions and value each role brings to the project. Based on our budget goals, I propose the following changes. Producer fees, cut by $5,000, aligning with our budgetary constraints. Similarly, we will adjust the director's fee accordingly. UPM salary to be reduced to $3,000 per week. Gaffer and key grip salaries, adjusted to $1,750 per week each, reflecting a balanced compensation that aligns with industry standards while considering our budget requirements. DP salary to be adjusted to $55,000, taking into account our budget limitations while still valuing the expertise and contribution of the director of photography. Production designer/art director's salary to be set at $1,500 per week and the sound mixer fee to be adjusted to $1,750 per week. We will also adjust the post-production supervisor rate to $1,500 per week, and reduce their work period to 8 weeks. This adjustment takes into account that the initial 4 weeks will primarily involve the editing phase of the post-production process. I suggest maintaining the adjusted budget slightly above the desired number, as the investor may not be too concerned about the additional $7,000, but for you it means a nice, beautiful craft service table.